Welcome back to the Cave Point Sports Complex in Jersey City, New Jersey, where at halftime, where the St. Peter's Prep Marauders lead the Pope John Lions JV squad 14-10. Mike Formisano here on Pope John Lions TV on YouTube. The Lions struck first, an 8-yard touchdown run by Vic Fiore, and an extra point by Christian Severson gave the Lions a 7-0 lead. But then the Marauders struck back a touchdown in the early second quarter to make it 7-6, and then a late touchdown with about 30 seconds to go by their quarterback and a 2-point conversion as well, making the score 14-7. But Pope John would not just go into the locker room without answering. Vic Fiore with a nice drive down the field, getting to about the 32-yard line, and after a offsides penalty, Christian Severson hit a 39-yard field goal to make the score 14-10, and that's where we stand right now. Here are the rosters for Pope John. We start with number 6, Alex Schreiber. 7 is Matthew Rodriguez. Number 8, King Jackson. 12, Vic Fiore. 15, Vincent Jessamaria. Kai Cameras, number 18. Christian Severson, 19. Cal Marone, 21. Mike Marston, 22. Joseph Guzman, 24. Aiden D'Olivo, 25. Brian Cohan's number 2. Ryan Johnson, 27. Ryan Sapolsky, 28. Vincenzo Siliberti, 29. Carter Johnston is 30. Joe Lebrano, 32. 33, Sutton Fullwood. 34, Luke Broderick. 35 is Mark Hedgepeth. 42, Dylan Cogaziello. 44, Tom Walton. 45, Andrew Jessamaria. And also 45 on the freshman, Nate Capra. Zane Russell, 47. Colin Bauman, 50. Ryan Watts, 52. Riley Watts, 54. As well as 54 on the freshman, Jacob Jessamaria. Number 40, Carter Brash. 53, Matthew Johnson. 55, Jason Cofrancesco. 57, Camille Zlatic. 58, Charlie Formisano. 59, Michael Kepler. Nick Sadowski's number 60. Anthony Scavillo, 61. Landry Hendricks, 68. Cole Roddy, 70. Adrian Savitsky, 71. Emilio Barranco, 77. Jack Rosenlund is number 80. And Aiden Armiger, 86. We'll give you the admins in just a minute. St. Peter's with the kickoff from the left to the right. Pope John in their blue uniforms with white numbers and gold trim. They're going right to left, and they recover it down in their own territory, down there to 20. So, 1st and 10 for Pope John as we start the third quarter. Offense hasn't been a problem for Pope John today. They've been able to move the ball against St. Peter defense. Let's see what Vic Fiore can do here in this third quarter. The ball is spotted on the 20-yard line. 1st and 10 for Pope John on the 20. Again, my apologies for the sun. It's just in the western sky, and we're facing west here on the bleachers. So hopefully it'll go below the skyline soon. We'll see. Third quarter action, Pope John down 14-10. First play from scrimmage for the third quarter.
Go, Gerard. Go, play wide, quarter.
Vic Fiore in the shotgun. D'Olivo on the backfield. Along with Kai Kammer. Here's a snap. Hand off to D'Olivo. The reverse to Alex Schreiber. Schreiber fires down the field. Has a man. Matthew Rodriguez. Rodriguez races down to St. Peter territory. What a play by Pope John. The gadgets work, and the Lions are in St. Peter territory.
Let them get you back!
1st and 10, Pope John from the 35 of St. Peter's. Wow, what a play for the Lions there. They'll move the ball actually down to the 37. That ball touched 4 different hands there. It was Fiore. I don't even remember the second person. It was D'Olivo. He gave it to Schreiber, and it hits Rodriguez for the pass down the field. Incredible. 1st and 10, Pope John from the St. Peter's 37. Fiore in the gun. D'Olivo to his left.
Let's go, Brad!
Here's a snap. Fiore will keep it. Races to the near side, trying to get the sideline, and he's knocked out of bounds. Maybe about a yard is all he picks up. So, 2nd and 9 for Pope John.
Go! Get that ball!
Ball set on the near hash. 2nd and 9. They actually give him the line of scrimmage, so 2nd and 10. So no gain on the play. Oh, what a way to start out the third quarter for Pope John. Fiore in the shotgun. Fakes the handoff. Play action. Being swept out to the right. 80 can't catch him. Fiore gets down to about the 31, 32-yard line. So a good pickup by Fiore on the scamper. They say he actually stepped out of bounds at the 34, so Pope John has to get to the 27 of St. Peter's. 3rd and 7. Big third down play for Pope John right now. Pope John to the line. Fiore, shotgun, snap, looking downfield, scrambling out of the pocket, comes in the middle. He's got room to run to the 27, 25, and brought down at 25. It looked like number 28 or number 23 on the tackle there. Fiore reaching for the face mask with no call. Well, that's enough for a first down. Got a penalty on the flag, on the field. It is going to be against Pope John.
You can't do that.
Well, the referees go ahead and call the penalty of Pope John, missing the face mask penalty against St. Peter's there. And it'll push Pope John all the way back to the 46-yard line of St. Peter's. 3rd and long for Pope John. Lions to the huddle. Now to the line. Ball in the center of the field at the St. Peter Prep 46.
Let's go, Prep! Yeah, let's go, dude!
Fiore takes the snap, drops back the pass to D'Olivo, makes the catch, rumbling up the field. He's got room to run. D'Olivo down the near sideline. He will not be stopped. Touchdown, Lions! Aiden D'Olivo, a 46-yard touchdown run. We got a flag on the play. Let's see what that's about. And the foul is against Pope John, so now, I don't think it's going to take the touchdown off the board, but I don't think it's going to set Pope John further back. It happened on the run, so they just set it back further, and so this is going to make it 3rd and it's going to make it 3rd and short, I think. So it's going to be 3rd and short, but it's going to be very short. So as the infraction happened at, I think, the 10 or 11 or 12-yard line. So, well, they placed the ball. Well, they're still going for the ball. Well, they placed the ball at the 30. So it's still 3rd down. But now Pope John with a more makeable 3. 3rd and 3. Wiped the D'Olivo touchdown off the board. Pass to Schreiber. Schreiber makes the catch. It crossed down to about the 26-yard line. That should be good enough for a first down. So Pope John able to get a first down. Big play. That'll move the chains. So disappointing that the touchdown for D'Olivo taken off the board, but Pope John making the best of a bad situation, and they do get the first down. 1st and 10 from the St. Peter 26. Your score is still 14-10 St. Peter's, but Pope John on the move. From the near hash mark. Fiore in the gun, D'Olivo to his right. Snap, fake the handoff, Fiore fires in and out of the hands of number 18, Kai Kammer. Incomplete. That'll bring up 2nd and 10. A bullet pass from Fiore, and Kammer just missed it.
That was you, baby!
So 2nd and 10 for Pope John at the St. Peter 26. Fiore in the shotgun. D'Olivo to his right. Rolls to the right. Fiore looking downfield. Fires as a man. Schreiber makes the catch. That's going to put Pope John inside the red zone. 1st and goal to go for the Lions. They spot the ball at the 5-yard line. 1st and goal for Pope John, trailing 14-10. It's been a good drive for the Lions, stymied by a couple of penalties. However, they still continue to move. From the far hash, 1st and goal from the 5. Fiore in the gun. D'Olivo to his left. Hand off to Aiden. Aiden met in the backfield. He still won't be taken down, fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage. He's dropped at about the 6, so he does lose a yard. 2nd and goal. Lions have been in this game the whole way. They led 7-0. St. Peter's responded with a touchdown, but didn't hit the extra point. It was blocked, so it was 7-6. And then a last 30-second touchdown in the 2nd quarter by St. Peter's and a 2-point conversion put them up 14-7. But Christian Severson, with a 39-yard field goal, made it 14-10 right at the end of the half. And now the Lions trying to get in the end zone on a 2nd and goal from the 6. Fiore in the shotgun. Drops back to pass. Being chased by number 30. Blocked off the ball. Fiore fires for the end zone. Touchdown, Lions! Alex Schreiber, a 6-yard touchdown reception. And the Pope John Lions take the lead back from St. Peter's. Your score, Pope John 16, St. Peter's 14 with the extra point pending. A 6-yard touchdown reception by Alex Schreiber from Vic Fiore. Pope John back in the lead. Now, Severson will set up for the extra point. Here's the snap. High. Fiore gets it down. The kick is up. It is good. Christian Severson's good for the point after. His 2nd of the game. And the Pope John Lions take a 17-14 lead. We'll be back to Caven Point Sports Complex in Jersey City, New Jersey, right after this on Pope John Lions TV on YouTube. Welcome back to the Caven Point Sports Complex in Jersey City, New Jersey, where the Pope John Lions JV team has just taken a 17-14 lead on the St. Peter's Prep Marauders. Mike Formisano here on Pope John Lions TV on YouTube. Thank you so much for joining us, not just today, but all season long and all year. Thank you very, very much for your support. I really appreciate it. The Pope John Lions now will kick off to St. Peter's from the 40-yard line. Christian Severson, 2 PATs, and a 39-yard field goal at the end of the half. And that is the difference so far, 17-14, mid-stages of the third quarter. Severson with the kick on the ground, bounces high up in the air, taken by number 19 for St. Peter's on the far side. Stopped right on the far sideline, just shy of the 40. So it'll be 1st and 10 St. Peter's. The administration for Pope John, we didn't get a chance to do that yet. The president of the Catholic Academy of Sussex County is Mr. Daniel O'Keefe. The principal of Pope John High School is Gene Emmering. VP chaplain is Father John Calabro. The athletic director is Brian McAleer. Athletic trainers Gerard Graziano and Jordan Martin. Site manager Ben Perez. The head coach of the Pope John varsity football team is Dom Gaston. And the coaches today here, including Zach Cluett, Mike Stellatella, Jack Morelli, Ron Fox, and Pope John leading 17-14. I'm Mike Formisano on Pope John Lions TV on YouTube. 1st and 10 from the St. Peter 38. Quarterback in the shotgun, number 30 to his right. Snap, hand off to 30. Met right in the backfield by Schreiber, who drops him about a yard, maybe a half a yard shy of the line of scrimmage. They're actually going to give him the 38, so he got right back to the line. Good tackle by Alex Schreiber. 2nd and 10 for St. Peter's. Pope John would love to get the ball back here. Second and 10 from the 38. Quarterback takes the snap. Flushed out of the pocket. He's going to race up the middle. Past 45. Going for the first down marker. Jessa Maria ties him up. But a good gain by number 17 for St. Peter's. That's going to result in a Marauder first down. Ball placed right at midfield on the 50-yard line. Good run by the quarterback for St. Peter's there. A 12-yard rush.
Go D. Get the ball back.
Let's go, Brad!
Number 17 in the shotgun. Takes the snap, hand off to 30, bumped. Met right in the backfield. Schreiber ties him up. Tries to fling him to the ground. He won't drop. However, his forward progress is stopped. Good job by Alex Schreiber. And he drops the running back for St. Peter's for a loss. Ball moved back to the St. Peter's 47. 2nd and 13. Late stages of the third quarter. Pope John with a 3-point lead. The lights have come on here at Caven Point as the sun just about to go below the horizon. We will be very, very happy about that once that does.
Isn't the equipment right there?
2nd and 13. Quarterback in the shotgun. Snap. Quarterback dropping back. Fires across the middle. It's up in the air. Incomplete. Hit by number 45, Andrew Jessamaria, just as he was able to make the catch. Great defensive play by Jessamaria. 3rd and 13.
Keep it up. We need a blitz. Keep it up, man. Keep it up. Keep it
Go,
up.
defense! Come on, Brad!
We need a blitz.
St. Peter's coming out of the huddle. Big defensive play for Pope John here. 3rd and 13. The Marauders have to get to the Pope John 40. 5 receivers set. Quarterback dropping back the pass. Schreiber gives pressure. Incomplete. Great pressure from Alex Schreiber. And the ball lands harmlessly to the turf. 4th and 13. So now it looks like St. Peter's will be forced to punt. Pope John sends King Jackson back to about the 15-yard line. Punter out for St. Peter's. 4th and 13. What a defensive stop for Pope John if they're able to complete it. Obviously, you've got the fake and other things that can happen, but here's the snap. Punter taking it high, end-over-end kick, not too deep. Takes the St. Peter's bounce, goes to about 20, and Pope John will down it there. 1st and 10 Lions when we come back. 17-14, Pope John leads over the St. Peter's Prep Marauders. You're watching Pope John Lions TV on YouTube. Welcome back to Cave and Point Sports Complex in Jersey City, New Jersey. Late stages of the third quarter. Pope John has grabbed a 17-14 lead. Mike Formasano here on Pope John Lions TV on YouTube. The Lions looking to secure the first win of the season. It would be a fantastic time to be able to do it today before the end of October. Lions up to the line. 1st and 10 from the 17-yard line.
Here we go.
Fiore in the gun.
Shoot up, man, Amari. Shoot up. Here we go.
Takes the snap, handoff. D'Olivo right up the middle. Like a freight train through the middle. Gains about 5 yards, finally brought down. Good hard running by Aiden D'Olivo. 2nd and 5 for Pope John. Now from the 23. Clock continues to run.
Go 4-0, heads up, right? Coming your
Pope
way,
John's still in the
4-0.
huddle.
Heads up, play up the field.
Lions up to the line. Fiore in the gun, D'Olivo to his right. Camera in the near side, wide out. Fiore's going to cut right through the middle. Stopped at about the, we'll say 24. He gains about a yard on the play, and that's about it. So 3rd and short for the Lions. Pope John hoping not to turn the ball right back over to St. Peter's. So big play coming up. Call it 3rd and 3. Maybe 3rd and 4. Pope John has to get to the 27-yard line. Tomorrow on Pope John Lions TV on YouTube, 4 p.m. will be at Parsippany High School. Pope John girls field hockey team takes on Parsippany. Then on Wednesday, boys soccer at Pope John against Montville. And then Thursday, the freshman football team against Brunswick, Connecticut. The Brunswick Bruins, 4 p.m. on Pope John Lions TV on YouTube. Timeout on the field, we'll take one as well. We'll be back to Cave and Point High School, Cave and Point Sports Complex in Jersey City, New Jersey, as we've reached the end of the third quarter. 17-14, Pope John leads St. Peter's Prep. We'll be back after this on Pope John Lions TV on YouTube. Welcome back to the Cave and Point Sports Complex in Jersey City, New Jersey. The lights are on. The sun is just about to go down. The Pope John Lions have 1 quarter to go before they can officially wrap up their first victory, but they got a long road to go. It's only a 3-point lead, and St. Peter's Prep, you know, will be throwing the kitchen sink at the Lions. So still a lot of work for Pope John to do to be able to secure that first win. Can they get it? We shall see. Vic Fiore in the gun. It is 3rd and 4 on a crucial 3rd down here to start the 4th quarter. Fiore racing to his left, up the field, the far hash. He's got the first down and room to run. He gets down to about the 50, the 45 actually. 45 of Pope John, but plenty for a first down. Great running by Vic Fiore. 1st and 10 Lions. That was a big 3rd down for Pope John to get. Good running by Fiore. They spot the ball at the 44. Pope John to the line. 1st and 10 on the far hash. Here's the snap. Fiore hands off to D'Olivo. Racing up the far hash. Gets to about the 49, maybe the 50. Good hard running by Aiden D'Olivo. And it brings up 2nd down.
All right, that's a good one, Rick.
Referee spot the ball at the 50. Early stages of the 4th quarter. Pope John with a 17-14 lead. A touchdown here would be critical.
Keep working, G. Let's go, bro.
Snap. Fiore rolling to his right. It's under his arm. He's going to keep it. Racing to the 50, the 45, down to about the 43. That's good enough for a Pope John first down. Vic Fiore. Great running by the Pope John QB. Fiore gets the ball to the St. Peter's 43. Pope John in the huddle. Couple of minutes into the 4th quarter here from Jersey City, New Jersey. We're at the Cave and Point Sports Complex. Pope John Lions looking for the first victory of the season against St. Peter's Prep in this JV matchup. Fiore takes the snap. Hand off to D'Olivo right up the middle and tackled at about the 36-yard line. Good run by D'Olivo. Now say a gain of 7 for Aiden. Pope John the huddle. Brian Cohan coming in. Nice hard run by Aiden D'Olivo there. Fiore back in the huddle.
Here we go, D. Come on now, D.
2nd down from the near hash of the 36. Lions have to get to the 33. Snap, hand off to Cohan, right up the middle. He's got the first down. A 5-yard run for Brian Cohan. And it's 1st and 10 Lions from the St. Peter's 31. Pope John to the line. You can see their confidence growing with every play. Fiore in the gun. 2 men in the backfield. Takes the snap. Hand off to Cohan. Cohan met right at the line of scrimmage, maybe about a yard behind.
Right, take that ball.
So loss of 1 for Cohan. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Take the ball.
Play six, tight. Play tight.
Need a touchdown, y'all.
2nd and 11. Fiore in the shotgun. Takes the snap. fakes the handoff. Play action down the middle. Has a man. King Jackson. Jackson racing to the end zone. Touchdown, Lions! King Jackson. A 32-yard touchdown reception for King Jackson. And he wears the crown well. And the Pope John Lions take a 23-14 lead. And now Christian Severson coming out for the point after. Vic Fiore to hold. Lions looking to go up by double digits. They're already up by 2 scores. Here's the snap. Placed down. The kick is up. It is good. Christian Severson hits his 3rd PAT of the afternoon. And as the sun sets in Jersey City, the losing streak, the sun is about to set on that for the Pope John Lions. Up by 10. Can they protect it? We'll find out after this on Pope John Lions TV on YouTube.
Yeah, bomb. Hit a bomb.
Welcome back to the Cave and Point Sports Complex in Jersey City, New Jersey. When I say it feels like a new day in Pope John football, it almost is. The sun about to set in the background here in Jersey City, and all the issues that have happened to Pope John throughout 2025, hopefully about to set as well, as Pope John has taken a 24-14 lead on St. Peter's Prep. This would be a huge win for the Lions, not just for this program, but for the team, the players themselves, and everyone involved. And so Pope John, minutes away from locking down this victory. Christian Severson, 3-point afters and a huge 39-yard field goal at the end of the first half to really keep Pope John in the game. Here's the kick by Severson. The line drive bounces on the turf. Picked up by number 27. Met right at the far hash and the far sideline by the Pope John defense. Tough to see with the glare there who it was, but 1st and 10 St. Peter's. The Marauders will start out at the 35-yard line.
Let's go. Oh, come on, Brett. Gotta want it, boys. Let's go.
Pope John and St. Peter's to the line. $17 in the gun. Here's a snap. Fakes the handoff. Under pressure. Flushed out of the pocket. Going to the near side. He's going to keep it. Runs out of bounds at about the 40, maybe 41-yard line. Well, the referees give number 17 3 on the run. So 2nd and 7. Midway through the 4th quarter. Pope John leading 24-14.
Let's go, D. Get after it.
He's coming again.
Come on, Pope
He's
John!
coming.
Here's a snap. Quick pass to the far side. He makes it. Stopped by Jesse Maria. Bounces off him. It's tackled at about the 45-yard line. Brought down just shy of the first down sticks. That'll bring up 3rd and short for St. Peter's. Trying to get a time to see how much is left. The ball at the 44 of the Marauders. 3rd and 2. Quarterback, one tailback next to him on his right. Snap, handoff, right up the middle. Gets the first down, but stopped by number 45, Andrew Jessamaria. and number 60, Nick Sadowski. So, first down for St. Peter's, but not a huge gain, as those two defensive players for Pope John, Jessa Maria and Sadowski, stopping it from turning into a big run. 4 minutes remaining. The Lions lead by 10, 24-14. Pope John looking for a big stop on this drive. First and 10 Marauders from the 48. "19 in motion. He'll take it. Sweeps to the near side. In the backfield, escapes the tackle. Driven out of bounds. Number 6, Alex Schreiber. Number 8, King Jackson on the play. Gain of about a yard. It's going to bring up 2nd and 9. Tell you what, the referees actually pushed him back to say he went out of bounds earlier, so wound up losing a yard on the play. So 2nd and 11. Less than 4 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Snap, 17, drops back the pass, flushed out of the pocket, rolling to his right, firing down the field. He's got a man in and out of his hands. Incomplete. Number 12 for St. Peter's. He would have walked into the end zone. It popped in and out of his hands, and Pope John can take a collective sigh of relief. He was open by about 20 yards. It just popped off his fingertips. Third and 11.
Talk it up. Let's go. Get off the hole, Carter.
Big play for Pope John's defense. 17 in the gun. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff, flushed out of the pocket. Schreiber held there. He's going to run for it. He's got the first down. He's up the far side. He's got room to run. Finally brought down at about the 25-yard line. A first down for St. Peter's. They wanted more, but that's what they got for now. Clock continues to run. Ball on the far hash. I believe both teams have all their timeouts, so. First and 10 from the 25 of Pope John. 3 and change to go, fourth quarter. 17 fires to the far side, makes the catch. Down to about the 15, maybe 14. Number 12 with the catch there, so. There'll be a first down for St. Peter's. First and 10 from the Pope John 15. 3 and change to go, fourth quarter. Pope John up 24-14. St. Peter's desperately trying to get into the end zone quickly so they'll have a chance at one more score. Snap, 17, drops back the pass, flushed out of the pocket, races up the middle, into the end zone. Touchdown, St. Peter's. Number 17 with the keeper, a 15-yard touchdown run. And now your score is Pope John 24, St. Peter's 20. This is still very much a game. Now we see what St. Peter's is going to do. They're going to go for an extra point or 2-point conversion. Big piece of strategy here. Two-point conversion attempt for St. Peter's. Number 17 in the gun, 2 tailbacks. Snap, hand out to 30, sweeps to the near side. He's in. Number 38 with the 2-point conversion. That makes the score Pope John 24, St. Peter's Prep 22. So now a field goal could win it for St. Peter's. We'll return to Caven Point Sports Complex right after this. Pope John clinging on to a 24-22 lead with 3 minutes to go in the fourth quarter right here on Pope John Lions TV on YouTube. Welcome back to Caven Point Sports Complex in Jersey City, New Jersey. As the sun sets in the background, can Pope John put their losing streak to sunset, to rest, over, and get a win out of this contest today against St. Peter's? We'll see. 24-22, the Lions lead by a deuce. Pope John will get the ball here on this kickoff. We're going to see if St. Peter's is going to kick it down the field or if they'll try an onside kick. Here it is, an onside kick. And St. Peter's kicks it. That's a flag because it's before the 50. So St. Peter's touches the ball before the 50 as it was booted by one of the linemen for the Marauders. So Pope John will get the ball in St. Peter's territory. So the onside kick does not work, and Pope John with pretty good field position. Pope John has come close this season, both freshman and JV. Varsity has a win. See if JV can lock down one today. This will be a huge win for this team, for this program, for Pope John going forward into 2026. With the penalty yardage, he's actually going to move the ball 5 yards up to the 43 of St. Peter's. Team in the huddle. Talking to Coach Fox. Well, if you're a fan of football, or even if you're not, you know that this is a crucial drive. 1st and 10, a little over 3 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter. Pope John only up by 2. Vic Fiore in the shotgun with Aiden DiOlivo to his right. Snap, Fiore keeps it. He's got it in the middle on the far hash. Looks like he gained a couple of yards on the play. It's going to bring up 2nd down. I'm not really sure about the timeout situation. Again, I think both teams have all their timeouts, so. So 2nd and 9. They gave Fiore a yard there. Goes back to the huddle. Pope John leading by 2, 24-22. Pope John up to the line. Fiore in the gun. DiOlivo to his right. Snap. Fiore rolls out to the right. He's going to keep it. Trying to sweep the corner. Stays in bounds. Gets a couple of yards, but that's all. Gets to the 41 and is out of bounds.
Two steps is this way. That quarterback is going to come. If he's not coming, he's going to cut it in.
This will bring up 3rd and 8 for Pope John. They have to get to the St. Peter's 33 for a first. Sun finally sinking below the bleachers there. I can see for the first time today. Fiore in the shotgun. DiOlivo to his left. Fakes the handoff. He rolls out to the left. Looking for the room to run. Sweeps the corner. He's got the first. And out of bounds. A 1st down for Pope John. Vic Fiore with a huge run. That may have been the biggest run Fiore's had all year. Ball at the 31. 1st and 10 for Pope John. Lions up to the line. Fiore again from the gun. He's been there exclusive all day. D'Olivo to his right. First and 10 for Pope John. The first down marker at the St. Peter's 21. Snap, it's low. Hands off to D'Olivo. D'Olivo trying to sweep the corner. Get to the far sideline. Working hard for big yardage. Aiden D'Olivo gets down to the 22. Now timeout called by St. Peter's. I believe that's their first timeout. 2nd and 1 for Pope John when we return. The Lions leading 24-22. We'll be back after this on Pope John Lions TV on YouTube. Welcome back to the Cave Point Sports Complex in Jersey City, New Jersey. Timeout St. Peter's, their first. 1 minute 36 to go, and the Lions have the ball on the 22-yard line of St. Peter's. Pope John in the huddle.
Stop running out of bounds.
I think another first down should be just enough for Pope John to go into victory formation, but you still have to get this first. Pope John up to the line. 2nd and 1. Minute 36 to go. Fiore with D'Olivo to his right. Hands off to Aiden. Stop there. Goes to the far side. He's got the first down. First down, Pope John. Timeout, St. Peter's. We'll see how much time is left on the clock. The Marauders with 1 timeout remaining. The ball gets down to the 20-yard line. We'll stay with you. Tomorrow on the channel, 4 p.m., Pope John Girls Field Hockey at Parsippany High School. We'll have that for you at 4 p.m. tomorrow on Pope John Lions TV on YouTube. Wednesday, boys soccer. Sorry? 128. Thank you very much. Minute 28 to go in the fourth quarter. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. So minute 28 to go. Real quick, boys soccer Wednesday. We'll get back to the whole schedule after the game one way or another. Boys soccer against Montville at Pope John High School on Wednesday. Freshman football, 4 p.m. on Thursday against Brunswick out of Connecticut, the Brunswick Bruins. And then on Friday, Halloween soccer as the boys soccer team hosts Morris Hills. And then homecoming on Saturday, Pope John versus St. Thomas Aquinas. Here we go, 1 minute, 28 seconds to go, fourth quarter. 1st and 10 Lions. St. Peter's can stop the clock one more time. Fiore in the shotgun, D'Olivo to his right. Rodriguez in the backfield to protect. Here's the snap. Fiore's going to keep it. Fiore flushed out of the pocket, fires downfield. He's got him in. Connor Johnston, touchdown, Lions. Connor Johnston, a 20-yard touchdown reception. And the Pope John Lions are going to secure their first win of the season as they go up on St. Peter's 30-22. Wow, what a catch by Johnston. What a throw by Vic Fiore. And Pope John has sealed the deal. Extra point pending as the St. Peter's fans start to leave the Cave Point Sports Complex. Wow, what a gritty win that this will be for the Pope John Lions. Severinson for the point after. Fiore will hold. Here's the snap. Placed down. The kick is up. It's blocked. So, the score remains 30-22. So, it's still a one-possession game. This game is not over. St. Peter's can get the ball, score a touchdown, and a two-point conversion would tie things up. So, this is definitely not over. Pope John with an 8-point lead. Hopefully, I didn't speak too soon.
You still got it, Prep. You still got it, Prep.
So, a blocked extra point keeps the Marauders in this contest. 30-22, Pope John leading over St. Peter's Prep. Thank you. 1 minute, 17 seconds to go.
Send the ball.
The one thing is the touchdown. I mean, I'll say this, you're right on the line. You know, you're going to walk in. But the touchdown may have given St. Peter's life. So Severinsen sets up for the kick.